Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. And in this game I'm playing against someone from, you can judge from judging his team. I don't know how to say this, I've forgotten how to English lately anyway. So he has a bloody Dragonite, he has Blissey, he has all the goods over there. He also has Malamar, and by the looks of things, if he knows what he's doing, he must have the hidden ability Malamar, the multi-scale Dragonite, and I don't know what hidden ability a Blissey might have. Maybe Serene Grace? I don't know. Anyway, so you know Blisseys, they never go for the attack, so I put in a substitute because I knew that a setup was coming my way, and it goes for the bloody the Thunder Wave, and I do not want to be taking those things. So I'm like, yeah, it flinches. You're gonna do nothing here because you know Blissey is a very powerful special wall that does not take it doesn't consider taking special hits, I don't know. Anyway, so not only is it bulky, but it also sets up a bloody light screen, and I'm like, all I'm gonna do is just tickle it, nothing more, and it will do like -3 damage. So I'm like, I need a hard hit in here, and I need it now. So out comes my one-up, which is the Imposter, and he's like either Mega Psychic or something, and predicts my my Zoro Arc. Oh my god, what the hell is wrong with me? Anyway, so he could have killed me this turn, and I was like, go for the taunt and leave it only with an attacking move because Blissey is annoying and all. And went for the Thunder Wave, which, why would you go for the Thunder Wave, man? I mean, like, he's left with like 0 HP, but he could have predicted that I would have gone for a switch in, using Zoroark as Death Fodder, and paralyzing something that I could have. Anyway, so you know, you get the picture. So it goes for Dazzling Gleam, and I knew that it was gonna do nothing to my bloody one-up because it's one-up. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, you know one-up because it takes special hits all day long. It is even better than Blissey. Yes, I defy Blissey. And it is perfect for me because I force him to switch out and I can spore anything that comes in, which fortunately is this thing because I do not want to be taking a Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw from Dragonite, which is kind of bad. I do not want to be taking hits from this thing. So the light screen goes off and I have to switch out, and I'm taking a terrible risk here. So the only thing that can take on this Dragonite with multi-scale, which won't kill it on the first turn, that is for sure, is Altair. Oh, anyway. So he goes for the switch out, and I'm like, oh, what? So I took a good risk here, ladies and gentlemen. I decided not to go for the Ice Beam. I decided to go for the substitute, so I can have 2 attacks for sure, unless that thing had extreme speed or something. Anyway, so I go for the Dragon Pulse to damage it, but it's not the Ghost type variant. It is Water Electric, and it will go for the Thunderbolt and break my sub, which I predicted like a boss. That's why I had to switch out this turn. And since I predicted another Thunderbolt, I switched in for my. Did I switch in? No. I wasn't that smart. I went for the Dark Pulse, possibly to get a flinch, because my Altair has a King's Rock. And I was hoping to narrow it down to a bit of HP where I could kill it in a very good range. So I saw the Thunder Wave coming from a mile away, and I had to send in my Spartan, because, ladies and gentlemen, this is Spartan. So Blissey goes for another setup move, and I'm like, okay, I can see where this is going. He wants to set up and switch out, but that won't happen, ladies and gentlemen, because I have a very powerful physical attacker, and I could have predicted the Dazzling Gleam, so I decided to fodder my, yes, the Zoroark. My god, what is wrong with me today? I cannot remember a single one of my Pokemon. It's like, it's been too long, ladies and gentlemen, because I've been working all day and my mind is all over the place. Anyway, so out comes this bloody thing. Yes, Zane, this bloody thing. I always call my Pokemon bloody, I don't know why. Because they get blood in their hands, because they always kill stuff. So I decided to hurt this thing because I predicted a Thunder Wave on my bloody Zane, and I wanted to get my Spartan there because Thunder Wave will not affect my bloody Garchomp. Everything's bloody, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I use that word too much, I know. So Garchomp goes for the Earthquake because he predicted the Thunder Wave like a boss, and I'm like, please kill the Blissey at this range, please kill it, murder it, make it suffer, and it hangs into a, like, what, 2-3 HP, and he goes like for the bloody soft boil, and I'm like, ah. So I knew that he might have switched in this turn, and I decided to go for an earthquake because I feared that it might have had a secondary fairy typing. I don't know. I was doubting myself there, and I quickly checked Cerebi.net, and yes, Blissey preserved its it preserved its normal typing because it looked like a fairy. The egg group is fairy, so why not assume that it is a fairy type? So anyway, Rotom Wash comes in, and Dragon Claw from that range, it would have killed it anyway. And out comes Malamar, and I really needed to use all my power here, so I devoted it to a stabbed earthquake backed by Life Orb, which does over half, which is nice to see that Malamar goes for the no, what the hell am I talking about? It's not nice. He gets a contrary attack and defense boost, which is awful. Anyway, so he gets a Shell Bell recovery, I don't know, anyway. So I went for the Dragon Claw because I knew he would have switched out and he would have gone into this thing because of the obvious earthquake coming his way. But no, I predicted the prediction of the switch, so I decided to save my Spartan for later because there was a Dragonite hanging around and I needed to break its multiscale. Anyway, so Zane was the perfect switch in because look at this, ladies and gentlemen. It gets a Intimidate off and it actually deals a bit of damage for that Talonflame. You know, it makes my Staraptor endure the hit, which means it would have been a 3-hit KO if it hadn't been for that Intimidate. So he goes for the Roost because of Gale Wing. It gets priority, and nonetheless it's still pretty fast, so Gale Wing or not, it would have gone for the Roost first, but it is no match for my Choice Banded Staraptor, and out comes this thing, and I'm like, you are at a very reasonable range for me to kill you with a Brave Bird, so I'm like, you will die to a stabbed, powerful flying type move backed by Choice Band. But since you have all that crap ton of HP, because Blissey is very bulky HP wise, my Staraptor will suffer a hefty recoil backfiring shenanigan thing. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So I knew Dragonite was gonna come out and I was like, is it gonna be Dragonite or something else that I can wall and Spore later on? Yes, I was gonna break the Sleep Claws. Sue me! So anyway, I was hoping that this thing didn't wake up, because if this thing wakes up I will lose the match for sure. And I go for the Ice Beam, break the multiscale if it applies for special defense as well. Then I broke the multiscale because this looks like a multiscale Dragonite, and he switches out his Dragonite thing for a Malamar, which will die to an Ice Beam at this range because its HP is very low, and it is always good to see your opponent's Pokemon go down anyway. So out comes Aegislash, and once again I prove to you that prediction, that reading your opponent's mind is everything. Aegislash is a good Pokemon but has a very limited moveset. What would it have gone for? King's Shield or Sword Stance? So a substitute is needed here. So even with a bloody stance change, blade form and Shadow Sneak priority move, it will have to break the sub, get its hands dirty, use up its move turn, and be exposed to my Dark Pulse that follows. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yet again I fool another Aegislash because they're not all that scary once your opponent has figured a way. I mean, for like Shofu or all these other Pokemon X and Y players that have predicted, you know, that used Aegislash first, it was kind of scary because you didn't know what to expect, but now everyone knows the secret, everyone knows how to deal with it, so it's pretty much not a big problem. So Dragonite was left, I killed it with an Ice Beam, and that was the match, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the game, and I will be seeing you in the next battle that will be following shortly after this one. Goodbye.